Welcome back to Crypto's juiciest news, baby dolls. Charmly has called for the bottom of meth within hours, and it actually has happened. We have Bitwise. Did they really file for a ChainLink spot ETF? Is that coming? BetterBank, more like Better Rug, has actually rugged on PulseChain. Very devastating news. What are the implications for pDAI? I've got all of that coming your way and more. But first, we're going to have a look at that monthly candle. The monthly is red. It's still red. We have a red month for August. I actually wanted to finish red, friends, you know, because I like the reset here. I want to throw everyone off a bit because I just don't like the idea of like crypto going up 12% by the end of the year and then everybody selling and then we just walk away. It's not going to happen, man. There's no excitement. There's no uncertainty. So you can't get it. You can't get that euphoria. People need to feel like that the coast is clear, right? And we're not nowhere near that and near that part. Everybody is thinking about a sell point. So we have Bitcoin at 111,000 American dollars. Ethereum, friends, is still very strong. It is super strong, okay? Ethereum on the monthly as well, green, $4,500. We'll go on. We'll have a little peek at the shorter time frame. So this is Bitcoin's price chart on the daily. You see how it broke through the low here. There's a big seller. It's come back up here. But Ethereum, friends, seems to be showing some nice strength, which is very welcome during these periods of time. So we have it right here. This is a 3-day chart. Looks pretty good. And this is a 4-hour chart. Looking good as well. So, friends, you notice how Ethereum made higher lows, whereas Bitcoin came back down here and went like that. So Bitcoin is more like here, where it went Bitcoin's more like that, but Ethereum's making these nice giant higher lows. Why is that? Because Ethereum was just way scammed and oversold, and we're going to play some PUBG music to celebrate meth. All the good things it brings to your life. Okay, we have Bitcoin dominance still continuing to tick down. Bitcoin dominance is stalling around here, but yeah, we've got a long way to go. Ben Copen's still calling for $500 meth. We have Crapto, everyone out here saying altcoins going to zero, altcoins going to zero, Altseason is dead, Altseason dead. Everyone says that. Everyone's saying pretty much Bitcoin dominance, 75%, 900%, 9,000% Bitcoin dominance. That's what everybody else is calling for. Maybe it doesn't work like that, friends. We have Willy Woo as well. Remember, he called for Bitcoin dominance 90% because of the trashy Bitcoin infrastructure and the mining. Man, I think, friends, the story is going to continue to play out. You know, we can't deny this as well, man. The 6-month candles for this. You know, one of you baby dolls asked me, and I was thinking about this. You know, we don't want this to happen, but this would be really healthy, okay? If we got a red candle in December and we finished this year below 107,000 and it finishes red, okay? Technically, that might be the start of like a bear market, but I would not be satisfied with the euphoria at all in altcoins or anything out here. That would like tell me we're still going. Okay, that's if it's red though. But you never know. By the end of the year, we could like snap up and Bitcoin's like 200K. You know, so I guess it's really come down to the wire once again. You know, as it always has, and we'll see what happens. Whatever. OTHERS-BTC still battling, friends. We still have 2 green months in a row. OTHERS-BTC, we've got a long way to go. You know, a lot of people, friends, they don't believe this thing will ever happen. And look, if you want to know, like, why is this cycle? What does it look like? Why is it so terrible? You know from the business cycle. You know it. But look at this, right? Look at the green box. In every green box here, we just go up only. Okay, literally up only. Now, you don't have the 2013 one, but it went up only as well. In our one, we went down only. Okay, we got, instead of 6 green candles in a row, we got 6 red in a row. Actually, friends, we got 7. It's just that we have one in Dekember last year. Isn't that wild, man? Every single post-halvening year, we had 5 or 6 green candles in a row, months. And then for our one, we had 6 red in a row. We actually had 7 red in a row. My gosh, like you couldn't have, it's like the universe is telling you, something's different this time, right? Something's definitely different this time when it comes to that, right? Like it didn't give you like, you know, 3 red, 3 and then 3 green, or like 3 green, 3. It didn't do that. It just went straight down. Okay, then something's not ready to go yet. Well, we'll see how that plays out. Now, what are we ultimately waiting for, friends? It's the racist Russell 2000. The racist Russell, it is, okay, remember, whenever the business cycle goes up, we have what we call breadth. which is all the US indexes, they're making and advancing new highs. All of them. All 4 or 5 of them, whatever. We have not had that, right? The racist Russell 2000 has been lagging. That's small cap shitcoins in America. It has been lagging. Can't break the high for a very, very, very long time. It has just broken this Fibonacci level very nicely, right? It came back and it's just starting to shoot up above. Pretty good, right? See, it just shoots up above it. But we're still not there yet. So the racist Russell 2000, its pricing will show you the direction of the business cycle, the ISM data coming ahead. Okay, because remember when the business, it takes a month to collect the data, so it shows you what happened before. So we get the next one in September 3rd, right? So what this one's going to show you is if you go, we're going to get this one. So pretty much, see how the racist Russell 2000, it's done this advancement part up here. We're probably going to see this like shock move upwards in the data come out. Instead of 48, maybe it's going to come out like 51. Okay, we need 52 to start the Altseason. It doesn't feel like we're at a 52. It feels like we're between a 50 and a 51.5 for the data, okay? And yes, that's expansion technically. And yeah, this will show you, give us the lead, right? So if racist Russell 2000, let's say he actually does get a white Caucasian friend and he actually busts through this, we're like, okay, business ISM is definitely expanding, okay? So that's pretty much it. And the stock market and crypto has been correlating to that. And there's, once again, it's come down to a waiting game as we move into Rektember. And Rektember, you know, we got some bullish stuff as well. I mean, like friends, like Jimmy Cramer says Rektember is going to be awful. He goes, it's always awful every year. So maybe that's going to help. Now let's crack on with the news. If you look carefully, you'll notice I am wearing a blue shirt. Okay. Look very closely. What do you notice? Blue shirt. What else do you notice? Sharp elbows. Okay. What else do you notice? Cute Pikachu, soft plush, soft fluff slippers. Okay. BetterBank has rugged. Okay, on PulseChain. So BetterBank Franks has actually rugged. And look, okay, let's be technical for the people complaining at the back who no one listens to anyway. So they got exploited for exactly 1 billion pDAI and dumped down, and pDAI went to 0. And obviously there's a lot of things to go through. I'm gonna have to do a full video on this later on to show you what happened. If you look at the price action, I think 300 million pDAI got out. It sold exactly 55%, and it went to exactly 0.00238. Okay, so pretty much it went down to it went down exactly 0.00238. Some people are saying, oh no, but it technically wicked down lower. No one gives a crap. Okay, no one gives a crap. Just because someone cheats under here lower doesn't mean anything to me. It goes down to 0.00238. Now, do you remember, friends, I made my videos telling you countdowns are psyops, countdowns are scams. Free your mind of countdowns. They are meant to distract you, to wear you out, to get you to cheat your bags, to keep crushing dopamine from you. Okay, well, I didn't expect this, but it happened. This pDAI countdown again was negative and it sent it to 0. Pretty much. Okay, so the meme number was 238. Oh, wow, there's a Pikachu. Sorry, friends, a Pikachu? What's going on here? Oh, man, it's on PulseChain as well. Ah, well, they're probably going to clip it now. Just to let you know. You know what I mean? It's wild. It's wacky. So back to the rug business. So the number 238 was the meme. Everyone believed that, okay, 238, something was going to happen. So first everyone believed 23rd of August, 238. Coincidentally, on that day, LibertySwap Finance opened up the Soy Bridge. Okay, I guess people on PulseChain were expecting hundreds of millions of dollars to come in. We got about 70,000 bucks. Okay, and then prices went down 6% anyway. Okay, so another letdown countdown. Okay, but hey, the bridge is open, but whatever. Doesn't matter, man. A bridge is open, but they put countdowns for this stuff. Okay, now here's the thing, friends. Do you know today is the 238th day of the year? Yeah, today is day number 238 at 365. And what a coincidence. BetterBank, BetterRug gets rugged and then sends us to 0. You know what I mean? So do you think it's, orchestration? Let me know what your thoughts are. This is what I think, okay? And I've got a peanut brain. I don't know the story. I got to do this live in real time. I got a lollipop. I got pointy elbows. You've seen them. I got spoony. Yes. And I've got some cute little Pokemon keychains. But also, I've just got to interpret this in real time as it happens. I think it's part of the orchestration. To let you know, friends, just so you know the juice of everything, right? My odds of pDAI going to $1 have now raised from this, okay? Because now I'm seeing how extremely violent and how desperate the plans are to get literally every single person to connect their wallet here, get it out, get this guy to get out, get this guy to sell, etc. So unfortunately, friends, with BetterBank, I'll have to do like another full video. But yeah, I mean, like it literally went down to 0 and then it bounced back up. Actually went back and actually broke the high. Yes, just typical fashion, man. You know, it literally came back and went up for the day somehow. Like breaks high and there's, yeah, somehow, right? But yeah, now I've got to just, I'm not even going to go to the website, just whatever. I have the website here. I was checking it. Is the website still up? No, they're still here. Yeah, man, friends, look, there's a reason now you see why I don't look. Are they lessons or is it all happening by chance? I don't think it's chance, okay? I think this is all by design. And look, I've told you, I can't check code. I'm not connecting to shit, okay? I can't check code. I'm not connecting to anything. It was giving 50 to 100% APY. I go to some weird stuff. I don't know what it is. I feel like if someone was giving you that money, they would be advertising it everywhere and it would be really loud, like a Richard Hart account. And they'd be telling you, hey, I'm providing this money, come to this thing. And there was none of that. It was literally like, oh, there's like a random website here just giving 100% APY, right? And I said to you as well, I go, look, I don't feel like this. And friends, I know I'm here 18 hours a day, man. Like no one's telling me the script. I don't even know if there is a script, by the way. If I have to smell the story, I don't feel like the movie's playing out such that you buy and hold this ping pong coin and then you put it in a protocol giving you 100% APY and then you basically, you run off into the sunset and you get rich. I don't think that's a story. I feel like the story is you hold this with your 2 hands and you don't connect anywhere because you don't trust anyone. That's how I felt like the story was playing out. And yeah, I'm just going off feeling, right? That's all we can go off. I haven't seen all the other videos or posts of anyone out here, but it is unfortunate. Some of you did lose money. Some people, like even Sir Nathaniel, you connected with a bit, stuff you can afford to lose, but stuff that you put in to come test and try. It didn't, yeah, it did something. I knew something was up. I just didn't think this was going to happen, by the way. I thought, whatever. I just thought maybe it's going to move into, I thought they were going to upgrade stuff later on. Honestly, I did not think this was going to rug. I didn't think, I thought, well, it's sitting there, it's testing, it's going to look organic. I did not think we're just going to wake up and rug. That's why, friends, when I woke up and I looked at it, I'm like, I'm not even going to trucking bother. I'm not even going to bother. I literally just went back to sleep. I'm just like, whatever. I just missed the whole dip, but whatever. The typical Soy Cabal came out, make their typical soy Twitter spaces at the bottom, which is, I mean, like, friends, I wish, if you see this in crypto and if you see like a group of people, Soy Cabalers, if they're constantly making videos about something when it goes down, can you please let me know? Because like the Soy Cabal have a 100% strike rate. It's literally every time they do it, every time everyone comes and tags me. Friends, you got to understand, from my perspective, wake up, the same haters, the same soy drinkers, the same leg day skippers, they tag me. You all tag me in Twitter and Telegram, bro. I'll wake up and I'm like, that was the bottom every single time. Every single time. But, you know, maybe it's not a bottom. Maybe it's a top and it's going to keep going down. Also, I've got to throw super extreme warning, by the way, friends. Please, someone lost $5,000. A young chap, the young 16-year-old chap from UK. I'm very sorry. He went to the wrong LibertySwap Finance website. He went to a fake one. The scam one is this one. You see this? Liberty Finance, that's a scam. The real one is LibertySwap.finance. Please do not use Google search links to go find stuff. Go to the Twitter. Look at the verified Twitter account. Make sure the link is correct. Okay, please make sure the link is correct. Do not go. There's fake PulseX, fake PulseChain, there's fake Hex, there's fake websites everywhere, man. You can only use the right one. Crypto, man, there's trillions of things out there to come and take your money. Okay, I'm very, very sorry this happened to you. Look, if that happened to me, I would just find any way possible, get back on my feet, get back as much money as I can. But like, just you got to be careful, man. You please be careful. It's bull market time. There's also a message from the BetterBank team. I have to go through this now. And its message is now. So BetterBank team, hey, BetterBank hacker. The team at BetterBank would like to offer you to keep the current funds you have bridged off PulseChain as a bug bounty, but return 700 million pDAI in your exploiter wallet on PulseChain. If you do so, we will withdraw the public bounty we have currently to track you down and recover funds from you. We await your reply. Oh, this just seems really orchestrated. It seems really orchestrated. Look, friends, you gotta, okay. If Richard Hart was here, let's say I was actually Richard Hart and Richard was watching someone else named Richard Hart doing it, he would be saying, I told you, you know, not your keys, not your coins, don't trust this DeFi stuff. That's probably what he'd be saying. The thing is, it's not mine, so I have to guess. The guy's obviously not talking to me, and I don't know any part of the story. So I'm just throwing shit out there, but just throwing stuff. Okay, friends, only the paranoid survive, obviously. So you understand, man, it's really tough. Like with BetterBank, that's the hard part. You got to keep an open mind. But then I said, look, I'm open-minded. I don't know how to check code. I'm just going to walk away from it. You guys make all the money. Look, it just goes to zero. So, man, look, if this works, this is a miracle. Okay, I've identified pDAI as a miracle potential. It can go to zero. By the way, it went to zero for a third time. You know what I mean? Could go to zero for a fourth time now. Okay, so it could go to zero and stay there, but it's a miracle. So what are the chances? I'm saying to myself, what are the chances I found two miracles? I'm like, nah, next is zero, dude. One's hard enough. Okay, friends. As you know, friends, it's very hard to catch a fart in a jar. Now catch a fart in a jar twice. Impossible. Okay? No one can do that. I'll have more videos coming out for you later on that. But yeah, so I just wanted to give you the juice, right? My odds for pDAI went up. Okay, I'm seeing this as a story. And by the way, also, because I really want to give you the juicy parts, okay? You might say, Somi, why even do this? Look, I'm just mentioning this, friends. Look, I have to say this, okay? Weird shit's coming in my head. I don't know about LibertySwap Finance now. Okay, I don't know about them. Okay, now here's the thing. You got to remember, man, I'm just guessing. I don't know the script. So I'm just going to take the extra 25 minutes and manually bridge into PulseChain. That's personally me. You can do what you want. If you want to save time, you can do that. But personally, I feel like friends, I'm trying to download the story here. I'm like channeling nothing. And remember, I am a McDonald's worker. I'm still working drive-through. I feel like the story is, maybe it's a parallel universe, but the story goes, LibertySwap does a massive campaign. He gets everyone in from crypto, and then they rug. And they rug everyone's tokens on the bridge. Okay, now I don't know, by the way, I could be totally wrong. Okay, and I could tell you when I started saying this, I'm getting messages. They're like, damn, who told him the script? I don't know. I'm just guessing. Could be totally wrong, la la la. I don't know. I feel like they rug. Everyone's tokens are trapped. And like, but it's not the 6 of us left on PulseChain. This is after a giant, massive PulseChain crypto-wide campaign. XRP, Corridanzo, Ivan on Tech, Crypto Banter. Everyone's audiences are in. That's what I'm thinking. Then everyone gets trapped. And then this is the only thing that holds value from the stablecoins, because everyone's IOUs are bonked, and now you just have a useless paper coin. Okay, and why I think this would happen is this would show the world why it's worth $1, because it's natively decentralized. If it works out, do you get it? Because Richard probably is forward thinking, or whoever it is, PulseChain pioneers. I can't tell who it is. I'm just a McDonald's employee who pecked his own nipples. The manager's not here. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like that's how the story's playing out, where it goes natively decentralized stablecoin stays at $1, and all these 50,000 bridge, wrapped token, wrapped Arbitrum, wrapped wormhole, wrapped butthole, layer 2, layer 4, all these interconnecting CCIP tokens, they're all IOU trash. They're all IOUs. They're moving around. There's too much risk. There's a lot of this risk stuff. It feels like, yes, that would be like the perfect story where it goes, oh, fancy that. The natively decentralized stablecoin is not an IOU. It's actually worth $1 on the chain. It's native. Now, do you see the power? Look, everything I just said here, friends, no one's hinted this to me. It's just I saw BetterBank and I was like, well, I'm trying to connect pieces. I'm paranoid, but only the paranoid survive. I mean, look at it. Everything's trying to take your money. Okay, moving on. Bitwise have filed for a ChainLink spot ETF. Of course, ChainLink in true fashion goes down 5% on the news because it's a piece of shit. But the Link ETH ratio has got a lot to make up for. Let's actually go look at the Link USD price chart. Let's go look at Linky Boo USD. Linky Boo is $24.50. This is a 1 hour chart. It's a piece of trash. Long way to go. Hopefully it does continue to crank up here. 25 bucks. If it hits $160, that is 100 billion market cap. That'd be great. I hope it goes up higher than that. Yes, go team Chainlink. And also, friends, I've got some crime season news for you. Get ready to laugh. Canary have filed for a Donald Trump meme coin spot ETF. Woo! It's crime season, baby. Canary. This is gold. Is Donald Trump's meme coin moving? Probably not. Let me go have a look at it. Yeah, I can't believe. I'm like, are we really doing it? Okay, it's up 4% on the day. No one gives a crap. It's down. Oh, yeah. Look, this is the chart here. Wow, that's gold, friends. They're actually getting a spot ETF for Donald Trump's meme coin. See, that tells me... See, you're hearing stuff like that. That tells me double bubble Altseason. That tells me Hex $1. That tells me pDAI $1. That tells me 2 waves of Altseason. That tells me Bitcoin dominance 40%, man. It's universe signals. I'm like, man, this is the big one. This is the big one. That's what it's telling me. Okay, it's telling me that. And then you might say, but Sami, the interest rates. I'll go, yeah, because the economy's strong, Habibi Albi. The economy is strong. Here, have your lollipop. Here, do you want a Pokeball? Here, don't forget you're my friend. Catching you with a Pokeball every day. Got you. Okay? The rates are high because the economy's strong. AI is here. The sex robots are coming. I got some actually interesting news here for you as well, friends. Bitcoin's long-term holders have realized more profit this cycle than in any other cycle. So analysts say the sell-side pressure signals a late bull market phase, which is true. So the most amount of Bitcoin dumping by long-term holders ever has occurred. So it really, friends, this zone is a very, very, very high volume zone. I feel like when Bitcoin goes to, you know, hopefully it goes to like 200 or 250 in the next bear market, it's going to come back down like 80. It's probably going to spend 2027, 2028 like around this 80 to 180k zone. It's probably going to do like a lot of volume before it's probably going to have to rinse out for like 2-3 years just to get everyone for the next leg up to like, you know, 600k, then 1 million. That's what I feel like, because it's doing so much volume. Like a lot of long-term people are just dumping. It's 100k, big round number, right? You know, it's kind of interesting because we thought retail was going to G out 100k, but no, it's actually the long-term holders are selling. People with long-term holder accounts. It's interesting, right? You can see it by the spikes here. You know, remember, it's interesting data. We can't really do anything much from it. We're waiting for euphoria. Got some comments here from Raj, the co-founder of Soylana. Raj says, Soylana treasuries are going to be monstrous. It only takes one epic corner for the race to change leads. So they're talking about flipping Ethereum. Raj, I love this, man. We got the best industry, you know. We go to zero, we got nothing left, working McDonald's drive-through, but hey, at least we got the memes. Now, something with the Soylana treasury. someone leaked something that they shouldn't have leaked, but it's good for you and me. It turns out Mike Novogratz and Pantera Capital, Dan Moorhead, okay, more like Dan Fivehead, and then you have Carl Salami. Pretty much like, just be careful of buying anything they shield. They're all known. Just be careful, you know. So they're all VCs, yeah. Pretty much they own 4-year locked SOL tokens. Okay, they bought hugely discounted SOL of FTX, but it's locked for 4 years. All right. Now they said we're going to raise $1 billion for a Soylana treasury. So someone leaked what the plan is. They're going to dump. How? They're going to put their locked SOL tokens for 4 years. It's going to go into the treasury. And the treasury is going to trade. And retail are going to think they're buying SOL. No, but the treasury is just giving them liquidity. They get to sell their staked SOL and they get to get money now. They get to dump it on retail. So that's the game, man. You know, it made some people got really, really angry hearing that. And I'm like, well, man, this is like, you know, when we usher in a Donald Trump cycle of crime season, you get Trump coin ETF. You know, you get things like this happening. At least I'm just trying to warn you for this stuff along the way. But, you know, you should really know better. You know, we're in altcoins. We're not in this big layer one stock Ponzi stuff. Speaking of stock Ponzi's, MicroStrategy's NAV is 1.40. It's barely ticking up, you know what I mean? So we'll see how these things play out over time. They should continue to downtrend. More crime season, baby dolls. Donald Trump Media has launched a deal with Crypto.com. So Mr. Too Spooky from PulseChain community, or is it Chia now? I don't know. I think it's PulseChain. Because, you know, I can't keep up with everyone, friends. You know, it's like days of our lives. Not Mr. 3 Spooky and not Mr. 1 Spooky. Mr. 2 Spooky. He's been a Crow believer for a long time. And we have the PulseChain Crow. And so he's going to be very happy. Trump Media, friends, literally the announcement was Donald Trump is buying $6 billion of crows. And I knew there has to be a typo here. There's no way they're buying anything, by the way. And yeah, it's true. They're getting a deal. They're getting token supply. And also what they're going to do is, this is interesting. Trump's Twitter, you know, Truth Social, Crow, they're going to hook up the wallet to it. And they're going to like give airdrops and incentives for people who post. So you get to like earn some Crow tokens. Interesting. So now, we've tried these experiments before. They don't work. You need a big network effect. Because there's no buy and burn stuff. It's just inflationary dumping. But it's nice to see crypto, you know, they're taking a stab at this again. You know, it's interesting, friends. This was 2017. There was a project out called Steem. The project Steemit. You know, like Randy Hilasti was posting on it. I wasn't around back then, but I just remember all the stories. They'd pay you to write articles, and then people would write crypto articles to get paid. But yeah, the coin just went to zero because it's just inflationary. They just hand out a token and it goes to zero, right? Because, you know, we're just trying all these experiments. They go, oh, what happens if you hand out the coin? Do people like it and they want to own it because they get familiar? No, they just keep selling it, right? So we'll see how these, you know, Twitter things happen. Like, does that mean... I wonder if Elon Musk, man, imagine Elon made a Twitter coin. That would be huge. Big. And then you get the airdrop. Friends, you got to imagine, like, I'm just thinking in my mind, that would be gargantuan. Now I'm thinking that would be like the Altseason wave 2. Imagine that like ignited everything again. Where Elon, there's no rumors of that, right? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, the guy's like, he's got 14 kids, barely knows their names, right? So yeah, that'll be great. That'll be a wet dream as well. MetaMask, friends, have introduced social login, which enables a sign-in with Google, Apple, and more. No seed phrases required. Very interesting. I guess, friends, this would be a hot wallet. But yeah, you got to be super careful when it comes to these. Really careful. But, you know, it's very easy, yeah. If you have, if you log in through the social login, there might be like you can turn on this security feature where to do every transaction, you got to put in your authenticator thing, right? Which makes it harder if a scammer gets into the login. Actually, how can they even work from it? Because they've got to connect to the website. I don't know. But yeah, I guess it's cool because, friends, you know, custody is really, really hard, man. Like Like the amount, friends, if you go to France, like half of the world's violent crimes against anybody related to crypto, they're coming in France. And yes, it's always an immigrant in France. They're kidnapping people. They're literally ripping toenails out of your feet. They're chopping off your fingers and your hands. Yeah, it's very, very, very violent out here. Now, of course, lucky for me, we're all down 99%. So like we're poor as shit. You've got nothing to rob, right? So when it comes to custody and all these, that's why you see a lot of Bitcoiners, a lot of people, they're like, you know what? I'd rather just go own the BlackRock thing. Just own the ETF because then it's a login. You can't move money out, etc., etc. So what do? The best thing to do is you can't get access to your wallet. That's the best thing to do. Like I'll just give you examples of just some people. We'll go through this in the next bear market. But yeah, some of the things people do is you get like 2 or 3 locations. You split your seed phrase, yeah, and yeah, you give them, maybe you give them different people, you put them in different places. So like you physically can't even get to it. So even if somebody did get to you, they're like, hey, give me all your money now. You're like, I can't. I don't have access to it. Like, go and get it. Can't get access to it either. You have to come with me. You know what I mean? So, and they're not going to get it. Right? Like, for example, some people, like I've seen on Twitter, some people speak about just like put it in a bank vault, whatever, under your name, or different ones. Just give you examples of things that people do out here. But yeah, obviously makes it hard if you want to buy the latest, sexiest pump tires JPEG coin. Oh no, I've got to go run. It's going to take me 18 and a half weeks just to get access to it, right? So yeah, that's what some people do. Some other KOLs I've seen hints. I won't tell you the names, but they'll physically have part of the wallet. They'll keep it like halfway across the country. You know, I'm guessing someone in America, they'll keep it at their parents or something, right? And they actually have to go drive or fly there to go get it. But we're just like, yeah, we're getting ahead of ourselves here because we're all still poor and everything's down 99% and it's like all radioactive trash pretty much. So we'll see. Charmly says the bottom for Ethereum is in. Crowd favorite Charmly. He actually said it within a few hours. He goes, the bottom's actually in. Some people are laughing and they're going, oh, but he's such a noob. He's using like TA lines and stuff out here. Bro, we all use the same things. You know that. We're just drawing squiggly lines on a chart. You think someone else has some mad edge? They don't, man. It's TA. It's showing you the chart, showing you the pattern of people's behavior. That's it. Okay. Is it predictive? Okay, we're going to a different story now. But it's interesting to look at the pattern of people's behavior. The Ethereum ETF, friends, was more than Bitcoin ETF. Ethereum was 440 million plus. Bitcoin ETF was only 220 million plus. Interesting. We also have the SEC acknowledging friendship with the Injective protocol, INJ. It's another token. Injective, friends. Remember, Injective was one of the 5 unicorn winners. So out of 500 coins from 2021, in 2024, the following Bitcoin halving year, out of 500, only 5 went to their all-time high or did well. There was Injective, Soy, BNB, Fetch, and Floki. Unfortunately, out of those 5, 3 of them dropped 90%. So Fetch dropped 90%, Floki dropped 90%, Injective dropped 90%. Only BNB and Soy did not drop 90%. Okay, they've only dropped like, whatever, 50 to 65, but not the 90 bigger trades. Just showing you how hard the odds are to pick the unicorn recovery coins, man. Out of 500 coins, there was just 2 that are like perma holding. That's so risky with altcoins, man. Oh, well, we're now looking for a bull market. Hopefully better times are coming. Also, I want to show you some cute images here. Thank you to Mr. JF. Good news is Summy is still pegged with his nipples. So thank you very much. So everyone's coming out. Hey, another rug. Gosh. 124 Bitcoin. 124K Bitcoin. I don't need 9 to 5. Bitcoin will moon. 109K. Would you like to add some fries? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm rugged again. This hurts, man. This hurts. So, yeah. Here we have Mr. Too Spooky making a quick appearance as well. The only person on PulseChain shilling Crow the entire time was right again. Time to stop fading and load up. So this is P-Crow. It is funny. Like, the president loves Crow now. That's funny. We have Mr. KnightRider. Not sure how I missed this because I'm following this ecosystem closely. What the hell is BetterBank? So, BetterBank, more like Rugbank, it's an Aave v3 clone. Okay, and you have supplying and demanding of tokens. You could supply, you could borrow them, and an exploit was done conveniently $1 billion pDAI was taken out, and it was just, yeah, just Cash Money was warning everyone. That's it. Look, if you don't know about it, probably better, okay? My thesis is I'm holding pDAI. I see everything else as psyops and distractions. So where are we going to go from here, friends? Very good question to ask. We have Bitcoin bouncing off the 21 EMA on the weekly chart. It's about $112,000. It's pretty cool. Ticky up. We're still building into this bull market, growing on skepticism. A lot of people trying to call for the top and everything out here. I've got more cracker stuff for you coming later. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you in the next one.